Alright, what is up, rockers? Welcome back to another episode of Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Beta. Now, as you know, this is the last episode we will be seeing before Black Ops 3 actually comes out, so I'm happy to say that this is our last episode, and I cannot wait to show you guys some actual footage. So, this one I'll actually be playing with the Man of War for the most part, and then I'll kind of switch around between other weapons later. Today we will be going over hit detection, shots to kill, and specialists. So first of all, the first one doesn't have a whole lot of actual information to it. It's more just looking at the gameplay footage that you can see, and you can tell I kind of used one of the worst gameplay footages I used because you can see me getting hit more often, which kind of helps to show the hit detection a little better. You can see the hit detection is actually pretty easy to see, as you may have seen that, by that last kill. You know, the big red arrows are really helpful, obviously, and definitely help to show where you're getting hit from, as well as the red flashing screen definitely indicates that something is going bad in your situation there. Shots to kill, depending on what gun you're using, it's definitely pretty good, though. I mean, it's a lot better than games like Ghosts, and Advanced Warfare was even pretty fast when it came to shots to kill. So it does make the gameplay a little bit easier to comprehend, and it's not like you're just going to get melted anytime you run around a corner, but, you know, it definitely keeps the gameplay fun. It's still fast-paced, and shots to kill can still be pretty quickly at some points, but for the most part, shots to kill will still be pretty slow, so that you're able to get a few shots off, and try to defend yourself, things like that. I mean, sometimes you will kind of get melted depending on what kind of gun you're using, but at the same time, you know, you're not just going to get melted by everybody, and the guns are pretty well balanced, so I do really like that about this game. And I really wanted to get into the specialist, because that's one of the biggest parts of this game. It's definitely a whole new aspect to the game that really makes things a lot different. So we're going to jump right into the specialists. The basic specialist that you really start with is Ruin. And he has, obviously, all the specialists have a weapon and an ability. So the ability that is granted by Ruin is the gravity spikes. Basically, you jump up in the air, and you can slam the gravity spikes into the ground. That creates an explosive shockwave and takes out all the people near you. Overdrive is a temporary burst of speed, which is pretty useful when you're, like, running for objectives and things like that. So it's very good for objective-based gameplay. Outrider is the second specialist, and the specialist weapon for this character, it's a bow that fires explosive shots, and each bolt will do more damage depending on how long the bow is drawn. So if you draw the bow for a longer period of time, it'll both shoot farther and more accurate, as well as doing more damage. The special ability with this character is the Vision Pulse. When you do Vision Pulse, the screen kind of goes into like a black and white mode, and then you can kind of see where all of the enemy characters are glowing red on your screen. And it has the penetration power to kind of show through walls and things like that, so you can really see where all of your enemies will be. The third character, and personally my own favorite, is Prophet. His weapon is it's the Tempest. It fires an arc of electricity, and it shocks the target, and can also actually connect with other nearby enemies within a certain range. It takes a few seconds to charge up, but it doesn't have like a charge and then a release shot. It's more like charge up and fire all at once. My favorite specialist ability in the game so far, at least, was the glitch ability with this character, and it basically, you supposedly hack the field simulation grid, and it teleports you back in time a few seconds. So if you were running into a foray of combat, you hit that glitch, and it'll teleport you back a few seconds to where your location was. Battery has a War Machine weapon. It's basically a grenade launcher that bounces. It has a short timer, and the ability is kinetic armor. It'll deflect enemy bullets away from you, but headshots and explosives do still cause damage. Seraph has the Annihilator pistol, which is high caliber and pretty much kills enemies one hit anywhere, and combat focus, which basically boosts score streaks with a bonus multiplier. Nomad is a character. He has a hive weapon that shoots nano drones that will basically kill people when they come through the swarm, and Rejack will stimulate you back to life when you die. One of the other most significant characters would be Reaper. He has the Scythe weapon, which is an arm-integrated quad-barrel minigun that has 200 rounds. And the special ability for Reaper would be the Psychosis. It basically creates 3 simulated decoy reapers that will basically move around the map but will not engage enemies. Spectre is another character. He has the Ripper weapon, which is basically a twin blade that extends the range of your melee, which allows you to take out people from farther distance. An active camo makes you temporarily invisible, although you can still be seen by optical camouflage and things like that. And the final specialist is Firebreak. His weapon is the Purifier. The Purifier is basically a super powerful flamethrower that is really, really good for room clearing. It helps you take out a lot of characters in one place. It's also pretty good for objective matches and clearing out hard points, things like that. And the Heat Wave ability, basically, it will stun damage and nearby enemies, and their equipment will be destroyed by that Heat Wave blast. And that's pretty much it for the specialist. Thanks for checking out this video, guys, and I will hope you enjoyed. Please like, and I hope to see you in the next one.